Welcome everyone. Today, we are going to have one of the most brutal yet absolutely necessary conversations in the Web3 space. We need to talk about exit liquidity. This isn't just a meme you see on the timeline. It is a structural, mathematical mechanism built into unregulated financial markets. For early investors to realize millions in profit, there must be a massive influx of late buyers willing to purchase those tokens at the absolute top. Let's break down exactly how everyday participants end up holding the bag, from the tokenomics to the psychology. First, we have to look at predatory tokenomics. This is the quietest way people get drained. A project launches with only a tiny fraction of its total supply in circulation. Because the float is so low, it takes very little capital to pump the price to the moon. Retail buyers see a coin rocketing, they look at the market cap, and they think it has room to grow, but they ignore the fully diluted valuation. When the vesting cliffs hit and the venture capitalists and early private buyers unlock the remaining 90% of the supply, they dump it on the open market. The retail buyers who bought the pump, they are the liquidity providing the cash for those early investors to exit. Second is the weaponization of community engagement. When we are setting the rules and managing the daily engagement for these Web3 projects, we see this firsthand. The line between building a genuine movement and conditioning people to hold the bag is razor thin. Communities actively enforce a psychology of extreme loyalty. Selling is shamed as having paper hands, while holding through massive losses is praised. Legitimate questions about developer wallets or shifting roadmaps are instantly deleted as FUD, and the users are banned. This creates an echo chamber, isolating the average holder from bearish data, keeping them invested, and providing a stable floor price, while founders quietly distribute their holdings. Third, we face the influencer arbitrage. In Web3, information asymmetry is the most valuable asset, and retail gets the news last. A coordinated group of insiders or key opinion leaders quietly accumulate a microcap token. Then they simultaneously tweet about it, frame it as the next big narrative, and leverage their millions of followers. Those followers rush in, creating a massive spike in buying pressure. The influencers then immediately market sell their bags directly into that spike. Fourth is the technological disadvantage. The average retail participant is fundamentally outgunned. A regular trader is clicking swap on a mobile wallet, waiting for a decentralized exchange to route the trade. Meanwhile, sophisticated actors are running custom Rust scripts, utilizing MEV searchers to front-run retail transactions, and deploying sniper bots that can buy and sell in the same millisecond a liquidity pool is funded. By the time the chart updates for the retail user, the dump has already happened. Finally, there is the sunk cost paralysis. When the price starts to crash, human psychology works against the investor. Instead of cutting a 20% loss, they hold, convinced it is just a healthy correction. As it drops 50%, 70%, and 90%, they enter denial. They refuse to sell because realizing the loss is just too painful. They become permanent frozen liquidity. The entire ecosystem, in many ways, operates as a player versus player environment where liquidity flows from the impatient and uninformed to the patient and highly connected. So, knowing all of this, when you are managing the rules and engagement for a Web3 community, how do you personally strike the balance between keeping the chat hyped and active while ensuring members aren't just being primed as exit liquidity for the founders?